Revolt of 1857 is considered as the first war of independence. An Indian National Congress was formed on 28th December 1885 at Gokuldas Tejpal Sanskrit College in Bombay. And from here onwards, the movement for India's freedom struggle got intensified. Right from the start itself, Indian National Congress was divided on ideological basis into two important parts. That is the moderates and the extremists. Later on, revolutionaries also became an active participant as a part of India's freedom struggle. But after 1915, there was arrival of M.K. Gandhi into the mainstream India's freedom struggle. And in 1917, he entered into the mainstream Indian politics after Champaran Satyagraha. The major movements led by M.K. Gandhi in India specifically were the non-cooperation movement, civil disobedience movement, and the Quit India movement in 1942. All the movements, or we can say majority of the movements of M.K. Gandhi, were based on twin principles, that is Satya and Ahimsa, truth and non-violence. So there have been contributions by nationalists of all the ranks in India's freedom struggle. And finally, on 15th August 1947, India got its independence. But apart from this, the country was facing many problems after independence. One such problem was aftermath of partition. There were violent clashes across the country in different places. The country was going through economic crisis. Apart from this, there was a strong demand for reorganization of states on linguistic basis. And then comes the issue of princely states. So here, Vallabhbhai Patel ji, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, VP Menon, they thought to jolt out the situation in a diplomatic and step-by-step manner. So to solve the economic crisis, like initially the leadership base believed that we have to go for rapid industrialization. On the other hand, some leaders were of belief that we have to focus on agriculture. So finally, it was decided as a part of 5-year plans that we will adopt a mixed approach. That is, there would be rapid industrialization. Apart from this, there would be development of agriculture, and both will go hand in hand. Another important problem that the country was facing here was merger of different princely states. Like after India's independence, there was India Independence Act 1947, as per which there were two dominions that were being created. One was Dominion of India, and the second one was Dominion of Pakistan. And there were approximately 565 princely states. So majority of the princely states, they decided that they are going to join the Dominion of India. But the question here lies with the 5 important princely states. Apart from this, there were privy purses also given to the princely states to join the Dominion of India, which also costed the exchequer. Now, the 5 princely states who were reluctant initially to join either Dominion of India or Dominion of Pakistan were Travancore Kochi, then Jodhpur, Junagadh, Hyderabad, and Jammu and Kashmir. So in today's video, as you can see, our today's specifically topic here is the Junagadh crisis and Patel's masterstroke. Hello everyone. Hi, this is Alok Ojha. Welcome to StudyIQ IAS English. So let's understand about how Junagadh it got merged into specifically Union of India. Now Junagadh it is located precisely in Kathiawad region of Gujarat, and 70% population here was Hindu, but the ruler was Muhammad Mahabat Khan III. So the ruler was a Muslim, and 70% of the population here was Hindu. So after independence, initially Mahabat Khan III said that he is neither going to join the Dominion of India nor he is going to join Dominion of Pakistan. But after some time, he decided that he is going to join the Dominion of Pakistan. Now, this could be a potential internal security threat for the country. Reason being, Junagadh was not sharing any kind of a boundary with the Dominion of Pakistan. In fact, Arabian Sea stood between the Junagadh and Pakistan. And apart from this, if specifically Junagadh joins Pakistan, in that case, what will happen? It will create an internal security problem for the country. And secondly, there would be communal violence in Gujarat. And to avoid this, government specifically adopted a step, and that is government imposed embargo in Gujarat. Like the supply of essential commodities were stopped, so that this person, Mahabat Khan III, he will change his decision and he will accede to the Union of India. So the supply of essential commodities such as coal, petroleum and sugar, they were stopped to the region of Junagadh. But it is believed that like State People's Organization, they started a movement in Junagadh. And when the State People's Organization, they started a movement in Junagadh, what happened? Like this person, he was forced to move from Junagadh to Pakistan. So in panic, he fled away to Pakistan. So as I've mentioned, the different events, first of all, Junagadh, an overview we had seen. Mahabat Khan, he had taken a decision that he is going to accede to the Pakistan. Then Indian concerns were there. As we have discussed, the communal violence could break out in the region of Gujarat. Apart from this, internal security problems in the country. Then India imposes embargo and the supply of essential commodities such as coal, oil, petroleum, sugar, all of them were stopped in the region of Junagadh. Then Pakistan accepts the accession of Junagadh with the Union of Pakistan. So what happened? At this particular point of time, like government of India, they said that we will conduct a plebiscite or referendum in Junagadh. Let the people decide their fate, whom they want to join. They can either join the Union of India or Union of Pakistan. But this was not at all acceptable to Muhammad Ali Jinnah, nor was it acceptable to Muhammad Khan III. So State People's Organization, they started a movement in Gujarat and they went on to form the provisional government. And by October 1947, they occupied the major parts of Junagadh. And in panic, this person, Muhammad Khan III, specifically Khanji III, he fled to Pakistan. Now, there's a very interesting story about this. Like you might have heard about that different rulers. For example, you might have heard about one of the rulers of medieval India from Gujarat, whose name was Mahmud Begda. Mahmud Begda is considered as the most poisonous ruler. But this ruler, Mahabat Khan, he was known for the Nawab of Junagadh. He was known for a very different aspect. This person had more than 800 dogs. And there was a separate servant for every dog. There was a separate room for every dog. In fact, he had spent lavishly approximately around 2 crores to 2.5 crores on marriage ceremony of one of his dogs. So that was this person, Mahabat Khan III. So he fled along with his dogs to Pakistan. And finally, the Diwan of Junagadh, he requested the government of India that specifically, please help us in maintaining the law and order situation here. So at this particular point of time, finally, what had happened? Government of India intervened so that the law and order situation could be normalized or stabilized. But this was not at all liked by Pakistan. And Pakistan was strongly opposed to this and approached United Nations Security Council. After that, a plebiscite was conducted in Gujarat and majority of the people were favor in joining the Union of India. So that was a story of the Union of Junagadh, specifically with the dominion of India. Same was the case of Kashmir. But in the case of Kashmir, the case was reversed. The ruler here, Maharaja Hari Singh, was a Hindu, and precisely majority of the population was a Muslim. So in another video, we'll study about the accession of Jammu and Kashmir into the Union of India. My friends, you can download the PDF of this from my Telegram channel, history_Alok Ojha. Friends, StudyIQ IAS has come up with GS Foundation P2I batches for 2027 and 2028. These batches are completely based on SMART model. As a part of SMART model, the classes would be completely in structured format, wherein the aspirants would be taught the basics first, followed by the advanced. Then we will move on with the mentorship, where there would be a mentor who would be guiding you throughout your journey for civil services preparation, like how to frame a proper timetable, how to approach an essay, how to write a structured essay, how to write a structured answers. Then there would be emphasis thrown on revision. As a part of revision, I usually keep on saying, it is better to read one book 10 times rather than reading 10 books. So specifically, students would be going through the same concept approximately 3 to 4 times, specifically in 3 years batch or 2 years batches. And finally, assessment and test. The most crucial aspect, the batches are completely in English. I repeat, the batches are completely in English that will cater to the needs of the aspirants, precisely from southern part of India and northeastern India. And the prices for the batches are starting at a very affordable range. So there's a huge price drop, and the prices are starting at 7,999. So admissions for the batches are closing tomorrow, that is on 21st of July. So use the code ALOK Live that is flashing on your screen to get the benefits of these batches. I repeat the code ALOK Live. So with this, I'll stop my words. Thank you. Have a nice day. Jai Hind.